Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's a wild fact for you. House Republicans just passed a bill that could be labeled the worst in modern American history. Yes, you heard that right. This legislation is set to cut over $1 trillion from Medicaid, potentially kicking 12 million Americans off their health insurance, all while extending tax cuts favoring the wealthiest among us. Crazy, right? Ever notice how history tends to repeat itself? Back in the 1980s, we saw similar tactics with tax cuts for the rich, leading to ballooning deficits and increased inequality. What if I told you that we're witnessing a rerun of that disastrous playbook? The One Big Beautiful Bill Act has been rammed through, and it's not just a slap in the face to the working class, it's a full-on punch. Let's break this down. The bill is not only regressive, but downright absurd. While the top 1% of families could see an average tax break of $79,000 a year, the bottom 20% might only see a measly $160, all while losing vital benefits. This is a classic case of the rich getting richer at the expense of the poor. It's unfair, and it's time we call it out for what it is, a betrayal of the American dream. But here's the silver lining. The Democratic Party is gearing up to turn these cuts into a rallying cry for the upcoming midterms. They're poised to highlight how these policies hurt everyday Americans, especially those relying on Medicaid and food assistance. The backlash is already palpable. A recent survey showed that Republican voters oppose this bill by a staggering 3-1 margin. People are waking up. Let's pivot to some inspiring takeaways. This moment is a puzzle, and together we can solve it. We have the power to mobilize, to organize, and to advocate for a fairer system. The fight for social safety nets, health care, and environmental protections is not just about resisting regressive policies. It's about building a better future. We can push for legislation that uplifts everyone, not just the wealthy elite. Imagine a society where healthcare is a right, not a privilege, and where our food systems support the most vulnerable rather than penalizing them. We can advocate for clean energy solutions that not only combat climate change, but create jobs in our communities. As we stand at this crossroads, let's remember that history is on our side. Progress has always been achieved through collective action and resilience. The absurdities of this bill highlight the urgent need for change, and we have the tools to make it happen. So, let's rally together, share our stories, and amplify our voices. The path ahead may be challenging, but with optimism and determination, we can forge a future that reflects our values of equity and justice. Together, we can turn these big problems into opportunities for progress. Stay hopeful, stay engaged, and let's keep pushing for a brighter tomorrow. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Peace. You can sign up for Dan by scanning this QR code.